Welcome to my book reviews on books that will lead you to abstraction. These are great books, and after reading a few of them, you will find your way towards abstraction. Whether you work in watercolor or acrylics, it doesn't matter. These books will help you understand abstraction and create some great paintings. Let's dive in. Inspirational books, books that really inspired me to paint some more. So, The Creative Artist by Nita Leland. She just does a great job with books. She covers all kinds of different subject matter, uses different artists for examples, and goes through the whole gamut of what you need to enhance your creativity. So she goes through sketching, more sketching, how to transfer a sketch to a painting, different formats and how that could enhance your creativity. If you've never worked on a circular format, it'd be fun to try. Figures and different ways figures are used. Even different things like your local cinema and how do you turn that into a painting. It sounds like a regular type book, but she really has some different ideas and some beautiful examples of how different ways you can use paint. Not just watercolor, but acrylic paint as well. I don't see a difference between watercolor and acrylic books very often because both paints can be used interchangeably. So different styles, look at this style compared to that style, but using similar compositional elements. Using different colors and how that affects your painting, combining a variety of colors, actually using mark making in your painting, all kinds of ideas here that you can use and have fun with. They're just really good ideas, ways to organize your painting and then get an end product. So similar composition, different end product, different color combinations. She just does a wonderful job with the examples. There's example after example and something for every taste. If you're a realist painter, you can have ideas from this. If you're an abstract painter, you can get ideas from this. It's just wonderful. This book is, you can tell it's well used, Drawing from On Life. So it's about an artist that drew everything in his hometown area. Now, this is a book I got from the library, and it was a discard, but it's been one of my most valuable discards. So one of the things that I found is you are inspired quite often by your whole environment. And this person painted his environment and everything around in his town and area and did a lot of drawings, but also just spent time observing. I think that's what I got the most out of this book. You take the time, you observe what's around you, and you'll end up with multiple ideas, multiple paintings, and the creativity is never ending. A different day, a different weather, and you get a different idea. It also shows how he evolved. He evolved from super realistic work to looser work. So that's Drawing from Life by Paul Hogarth. Now, Shirley Terellian is one of my favorite artists, and her books are fantastic. So it says watercolor, but to be honest, you could paint in acrylic and oil and still be inspired by her artwork. She is the queen of still life. I've never met anyone yet or seen any artwork from anyone yet that surpasses her ability to paint in a semi-abstract manner, but beautiful textures, beautiful color combinations, just a wonderful way to put things together. And she changes. She doesn't paint the same thing over and over again. She changes her subject matter, she changes her colors. It's just a great book. I love looking through here. The way she makes her buildings is just something different from what I had ever seen. I love the way her flowers are loose and flowy. And this is something that could inspire any artist, not just a watercolor artist. You can go through and see her evolution. She changes. She changes a lot. And every book has been special. So that's Shirley Terellian. She's just so good at combining pattern, different elements, texture, and making it all work together. That's a real skill. Not everyone can do that. So that's Shirley Terellian. It's watercolor. Painter's Wild Workshop. This is a fun book. It makes you go outside the box. So it gives you ideas on perspective and all the basic things. And then it starts telling you, or I should say, suggesting to you different things you could try that take you outside the box. So if you're stuck, this is the book for you. It'll help you get new ideas, try something different. The suggestions are really out there. Everything from wood to, just about anything. And different examples all along the way that will inspire you to do something really different. So this is a great book for anybody that's stuck and wants to get unstuck. The Journey to Abstraction. This is also a very good book. And it talks about ways that you can get to abstraction. If you're a realistic painter and you want to move towards abstraction, this is the book for you. It's mostly watercolor based, but it doesn't matter. This book will give you ideas and direct you in a direction towards abstraction. It's got all kinds of suggestions and examples of different artists that do abstract work. And this will guide you and your practice to working towards something really more abstract. Isn't this beautiful? That's lovely. Now, there's all kinds of beautiful examples all the way through. This is a must-have. I would think this is a must-have. It's a really fun book. 100 different paintings. You could learn a lot from that. And more about abstract art and understanding abstract painting. Like most books, it covers the basics in the beginning, different ways you can organize, you can sketch, you can draw, then use different parts of it, turn it into a painting, use a sketch and turn it into multiple paintings, and ways you can just slowly build your abstract practice. So you start with doing very simple things and then you work your way through. Now here's all about color, different ways to use color to create effects, how other artists have used color, different ways it's done. It's just a really fun book, and I spent hours looking through this book. It's just very interesting. It's a good book if you want to work your way towards abstraction. And Simplifying Design and Color by Linda Kemp. This is a great book also if you work with nature. And it's mostly about negative painting. So what she does is she will show you how you could paint a tree this way or you could paint the tree this way. That's called negative painting. And how if you use negative painting, let me get past the basic parts. You can come up with wonderful paintings like this. So it slowly explains different ways you can do negative painting. This is a concept that's not that easy to follow. And here she layers different negative shapes to create a painting. She also incorporates textures and how she does that, and end products. So you go from step 1, 2, 3, 4, and there you go. And beautiful paintings just like this. The emphasis in this book is negative painting and limited color palettes. So what you do is you choose only a certain amount of colors and you work with those. So at the end here, she shows you step by step how to work through a painting. And you end up with a beautiful rose here, and then you keep adding, and all those negative shapes in the background really enhance that rose. So these are the paintings I love, and these ones, they're a little more abstract, but this is a really good book. If you want to make your way towards abstract and you like negative painting, this is the book for you. So that's it for the moment. More books that will lead you towards abstraction. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this series. I'm going to have more book reviews, and we'll see you in the next video.